Now to a News Channel 13 investigation of a Greene County train trestle.
A viewer reached out worried that the trestle over Catskill Creek is old, uninspected, and unsafe. News Channel 13's Faith King has been looking into his concerns.
I decided to come back in warmer weather and really get out of the car and see what was going on. And when I did, I was really shocked. Probably that deep.
Kevin Kelly has lived in Greene County for more than 5 decades, passing the Catskill Creek almost every day, sometimes catching a glimpse of railroad cars.
Driving past it at 30 miles an hour, you don't get to really check it out good.
But one thing he says he's never seen in the near 50 years of him living near this train trestle are bridge inspectors.
The more I would drive by it, the more I'd look and I'd see more cracked stones, stones that are out of place.
Concerned about his community.
It not only puts people's lives in danger, these train cars are loaded with petroleum and toxic chemicals and stuff. If they were to dump into the Catskill Creek here and the Hudson River is just downstream a little bit, it'd be a terrible disaster, environmental disaster.
And believing the trestle could be 137 years old.
I found it on a website. It's a picture of the train trestle as it appeared in 1884 in Scientific American. I think it was the April issue of that year. It's 1,222 feet long, 137 years old, and I don't think it's really been inspected in all that time.
Kelly made some phone calls.
I called Senator Hinchy. They got on it for a while, and I don't know what happened, and nothing was happening, so I contacted Channel 13. Nobody's been looking at this stuff. Nobody's been inspecting it, and it's supposed to do it every year.
But according to the Federal Railroad Administration, that isn't the case. Tonight at 6, we'll tell you when the FRA says the trestle was last inspected, and we'll tell you why bridge inspections aren't available to the public. I'm Faith King for News Channel 13, coverage you can trust.
A viewer is worried about the Catskill Creek train trestle, so he reached out to News Channel 13 Investigates.
He claims it hasn't been inspected regularly and may not be safe, but our attempts to get answers led to a bigger story. News Channel 13's Faith King explains.
We started by asking for inspection records, but we're surprised to find they're not public records. We can't get them.
I don't know how they can expect something when it's completely shrouded with vegetation. When the support piers in the Catskill Creek, nobody ever looks at them. I don't know how they can tell the undercut condition of them. Probably that deep.
Kevin Kelly says after more than 50 years of living in Greene County, one day he got out of his car to take a closer look at the Catskill train trestle, claiming he hasn't seen a bridge inspection team in decades. He doesn't believe the trestle is stable enough to continue operating, and he wants answers to his questions. But according to an act passed by Congress in 2015, railroad inspection reports are not public record. It's called the FAST Act. It stands for Fixing America's Surface Transportation. On the Federal Railroad Administration website, we found under the act, only a duly elected or appointed official of a state or political subdivision of a state acting in his or her official capacity may file a request for an inspection report. The FRA did tell us the most recent inspection on the Catskill Creek trestle was done in June of 2021 and found the trestle is experiencing deterioration at varying levels consistent with pictures Kelly sent to us. But the FRA said none of the existing conditions identified affect the ability of the bridge to safely carry current traffic. They also pointed out that the railroads are responsible for conducting inspections. So we reached out to CSX, which owns this track. We asked them to describe the inspection process. How many inspectors are involved? What type of equipment? They did not send any answers back, only a video link showing a team of inspectors and a truck with a bucket to get workers underneath the trestle. We've asked several times if this is what happened at the Catskill Creek trestle and when. We have received no response.
If you missed the first part of this 13 Investigates, you can always find it online at WNYT.com. I'm Faith King for News Channel 13, coverage you can trust.
Congressman Paul Tonko voted for the FAST Act that Faith was talking about. His office tells us he supports infrastructure, and the issue with the inspection reports was not part of the debate on the bill, he says.
The bill did create a portal that allows lawmakers to request inspection reports, but not the general public or the news media. Tonko's office tells us they'll look into the transparency issue and see if anything can be done to change it.